Good script writing is a skill developed over time, and most business people simply don't have it. You're probably among them. Well, it's not just you, it's everybody. The good news is you can improve your script writing right now. 3 tips follow that, if used, will result in better video scripts immediately. Now, these aren't the only 3 tips you'll ever need, but they're 3 tips that will make a difference today. 1. Define your audience. Who do you want to talk to? Picture the perfect audience member while you write. Speak directly to that person. Figure out what you want them to know and feel at the end of your video. This must be crystal clear in your mind before you start, or you'll easily swerve into the bloviation zone and find yourself miles from your intended destination. 2. Decide what your key message is. 1 key message is best, but please no more than 3, or you'll simply muddy the waters. Your videos need to be short and to the point. You don't have a lot of time for bloviating. The exception, of course, is a script like this one that is basically a list with added insights and will only last 3 to 4 minutes. If your topic requires more time, break your project into several smaller videos. 3. Keep it simple. And this is where it gets tough. It's harder to write shorter scripts than longer ones. This is all about editing. Be brutal. If a line is good but doesn't move the story forward, get rid of it. Simple includes sentence structure. Business writers tend to compose long, complex sentences full of quotes, commas, semicolons, colons, dashes, parenthetical statements, and other devices, to name a few, that result in statements that are convoluted and as hard to follow as they are to read in one breath. If you want to write clear, punchy scripts, use short, declarative sentences. Hear the difference? After you write your script, set it aside for an hour or so. Come back to it with your editor's hat on and begin breaking up all those long, indecipherable lines. Keeping it simple also includes the language you use. Let me elucidate. The use of grandiose vocabulary disposes your magnum opus to impenetrability. Often folks think language like this makes them sound smart. Let's be clear. Being smart means precisely communicating your message to your defined audience. If they can't understand what you're on about, you've lost. There are exceptions for language that is technical, where the intended audience shares the vocabulary. As you can clearly see, keeping things simple is easier said than done. However, if you follow these tips, your next video script will be easy to read and understand, and that's the point. Bonus tip: write your scripts for video the way you talk. Use contractions the way you would when speaking. This will sound far more natural to the viewer. Then read your final script out loud. You're likely to find it's not quite finished yet. If you need to run something past somebody, let me know. I'd be glad to lend an ear. Just leave a comment on the blog or send a note to the address on the screen. Thanks for watching. Now get out and do something.